guys, it's Quana, and welcome to Messy Movie Monday. But today we're watching a movie that's maybe a little messy. We don't know. It is my first time watching it. It's called Miles Ahead, starring Don Cheadle and Ewan McGregor. I always stumble on his name. We are watching it in celebration of Juneteenth. So happy Juneteenth, everyone who is celebrating. Juneteenth is actually in 2 days. So I thought it fitting to learn about Miles Davis. Hope you guys are having a great start to your week. We've had some turbulent things happening in the country, even connected to some of the Juneteenth celebrations. So our thoughts and prayers, of course, are for all those people who were injured in this weekend's attacks that happened. But we do want to recognize and honor the milestones, the strides made, and looking at and learning a little bit about Miles Davis. I'd actually not heard of this movie, which is not surprising because it only made about $5 million at the box office. I'm not exactly sure what the budget was for this movie, but assuming that it was more than $5 million at the box office, and assuming it was more than that, it definitely did not do well. But I have heard good things about it, and it actually has some pretty positive reviews. Just kind of pull up real quick. The Rotten Tomatoes score for this is 74%, and the Metacritic is 64%. So actually some good reviews. It's got a 6.4 rating on IMDb. Oh, and yeah, so the box office was 5.1 million. The budget is not listed, probably to kind of keep it hush hush because of the fact that it did not do well. It grossed 2.6 million in the US and Canada and 2.5 million in other territories. So this movie was not well received. I didn't see any advertisement for it as someone who was very much still into movies in 2015. Did not hear anything about it. And of course, Don Cheadle, I would think, would be a big draw because he was attached to the Avengers, but this may have just been a passion project for him. So you can currently find the movie playing on Tubi, probably one of the more higher rated movies on Tubi. And how this works, if you are watching along with me for the very first time, welcome. I'm Quana, also known as Her Real Review on all social media platforms. Feel free to follow me here and elsewhere. I watch movies, talk about movies, review movies, and recommend movies to you, hopefully to inspire your current watch habits. Usually, I will pose the question, what have you been watching? And ask you to comment in the chat. Comment in the chat. If you are new to YouTube or to the watch party setting, one of the things, especially if you're using your phone, is that YouTube has changed their format a little bit. So when you're watching on your phone, you'll see the comment box, and it usually will have 2 dots in it. It's right underneath the video, and you have to swipe across that box in order to open it up for the live chat. Then later on, you can watch those live chats if you're watching if you want to watch to see what people commented during the live feed, or you can just go to the comment section and post a comment there. But I always like to start with, what have you been watching? Let me know in the comments below. Maybe it's something I haven't watched that I can check out, and maybe you can share with someone else. I have been watching a lot of horror. So I watched Escape Room 1 and Escape Room Tournament of Champions, starring Taylor Russell. Actually thoroughly enjoyed those movies. One is streaming on Hulu, and the sequel is streaming on Tubi. Also went to the theater with my family to see Inside Out 2. I will be dropping a review on that on the channel, kind of a deep dive review, because I had lots of thoughts and inspirations after I was watching it. Thoroughly enjoyed it as well. And I haven't watched anything today, so this will be the first. Miles ahead. All right, so we're gonna get started because this is a little bit longer than our normal watching. It is an hour and 40 minutes. And how this works is I will try to pause the timer whenever I hit a commercial break. You can feel free to pause along with me. If you are here in the live chat, feel free to let me know when you've reached a commercial break. Hopefully, they can be kind of synced up together for the most part. And if you're watching for the replay, feel free to just pause whenever I pause, and I'll be trying to offer you some commentary that will hopefully be encouraging or enjoyable or entertaining as we watch Miles Ahead. And again, happy Juneteenth. Wonder what you guys are doing for the holiday. I am probably having my husband cook some food on the grill. We bought some fireworks because we live in a state that they are legal in, and we will be putting those off when the sun goes down so that our kids can see them before bedtime, and maybe having some friends over. So that is how we will be celebrating and teaching our kids about the milestones that African Americans have made in this country since achieving freedom. That's what we'll be doing. Yeah. But here we go. Miles Ahead. I've never heard of Crescendo before. I wonder who owns that. It's definitely a Sony Pictures. Oh, I like that. Even when you're creating your own sugar honey iced tea, even the sky ain't the limit. I don't know why, but I always thought that Miles Davis was a lot older than what he really was. Like I just knew he was someone who was not alive during like later in my life, but he was. Oh, Lakeith Stanfield was in this. That's when he was going by Lakeith Lee. All right, sounds like Miles Davis and Beyonce would get along. Don't box me in. Robert Clasper was the music producer on this. That's wild. He said you ain't no Walter Cronkite. Wow. That split screen right there was is intense. Is an intense POV shot. Oh man. I know he didn't get that reporter into no wild goose chase. I had no idea that this was directed by Don Cheadle. That's even wilder. Oh no, now he was strung out. I guess everybody great was. He said that's the one you'll save from a burning building. Oh wow. Oh, she's pretty. You know, it's just always the great musicians with so many personal demons. Mm. Whoa. You know, Ewan McGregor is such a chameleon. He really is. He really and truly is. Not that now he ran now he ran into his house and locked him out of his house. Not this man. This man really sat here. He really sat here and locked this man out of his house. Dang. Ah, he said, "Can you drive?" He put that swag on, man. He put that swag on. The end. He said, "You ain't staying in my car. That's not how this is gonna work, Playboy." I know that's right. Because I ain't telling. He said, I can't take a vacation. 5 years. Oh, snap. Not even just do that old boy. Who is Junior? He's like, let me finagle, let me hustle a deal. All right, first commercial break of the night. First commercial break of the night brought to you by Samsung. All right. Um, wow. I always love biopics, especially musician biopics, because just to see what it kind of required for them to tap into their genius. I don't know that they require that, but along the way, they get connected to all of these kind of unsavory things, and it becomes such a huge staple in their legacy and typically in their downfall. That is probably the wildest musician biopic I've ever seen in my life. Like the fact that he literally basically almost kidnapped this man and was shooting at people in his record label. It reminds me of TLC going into um, taking going into Clive Davis's office and like tearing up the place and like basically trying to get their deal out of their deal. And I think he said Diddy snitched on them or something like that. That was a wild story that they have told before, but it's just so astounding to hear these kinds of things happening with these big stars, especially like legends like Miles Davis. And of course, you have to be a legend to get a biopic made about you. People don't make biopics about one hit wonders unless you're Milli Vanilli. Then you can get a documentary. But I don't even call Milli Vanilli a one hit wonder because they had some hits. They weren't singing them, but they had some hits. Um, my favorite biopic, definitely of all time for a musician, is probably either the Temptations miniseries, Jackson's An American Dream. Jackson's The American Dream is probably number one. New Edition is number two. Temptations is number three. And then honorable mention for the Five Heartbeats because it wasn't about a real group, but it is fantastic. So quick question for you. What is your favorite musician biopic? Let me know. Oh, and I also love, you know what? If I had to throw in another honorable mention in there, I will say La Bamba about the life of Richie Valens. That's a good one too. Yeah, Lou Diamond Phillips, I think, played him. Oh, and Selena said anything for Selena. Okay, we're gonna redo this. Jackson's American Dream and Selena are one and two. Okay, we're back. And we're back. Oh, look at these album covers. Bob Dylan, Miles Davis. Yo. Hey, I was like, did he get on a fake elevator? But okay, open up to his memory. You know, I've never really been a jazz fan, but I probably could get into some jazz music. I like instrumental, but usually like classical. But maybe if I went to go see some live performances, I would be into it more. Not him in the back seat with a white girl. What year is this, and why is he not getting chased down by the popo. Wait, is she supposed to be white or biracial? I mean, Frances is beautiful. No, he didn't write his number on a $20 bill. Oh, she was a dancer. What year is all this happening? Yeah, I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. He don't like it. He about to fight somebody. Whoa. These transitions are crazy. Do he know how to drive? What are you backing up into? There is a car behind you. I know I just saw a car 2 seconds ago. Oh, I know what you need. Let me get you right. He got the connections. No, don't get him that rock, man. He don't need that rock. Give him something herbal. Please get in the car because that man definitely don't look like he know how to drive that car. Oh, the school. Them using this stock footage of old New York. Not them sneaking into the college for some drugs. Not him figuring out who he is. Tammy looking like, yeah, we definitely got it on a couple of those records. Oh, Tammy, no. It's like, better finagle this autograph signed copy. Come on, Miles, put a MD on there and call it a day. What, they ain't have Sharpies back then? No, he misses Tammy. Yeah, Sharpies were invented by then. You know, I ain't trying to be funny, but this is probably one of the few times I've seen Don Cheadle play a part where he had like a romantic lead, like heavy. Now, I'm not going to sit here and act like I am familiar with his whole entire filmography. But yeah. Um, just kind of going into a little bit of the biography of Frances Taylor here. Um, no, not finding out that she filed a lawsuit charging Eartha Kitt with assault and battery. What? She got into fisticuffs with Eartha Kitt. That's crazy. That's crazy. Mm-mm-mm. And so she became his muse. All right, and we back. Don't go in there. Don't go in there. Crazy. No, he didn't call that man Hitler. You better make sure you got all your stuff locked down. You just got random strangers. Hello there. Welcome to the live. Good to see you. Not sure if you are aware, but we are watching Miles Ahead. It is available for free on Tubi, just in case you were unaware. And we are at the 34-minute mark in the movie. So far, it's been full of hijinks and drugs. Look at baby Lakeith. It's got a baby Lakeith in the movie. It's got a baby Lakeith Stanfield in it. Oh no. Not calling him a kitty cat. No. Ooh, that's nasty. I don't know how people put that stuff up their nose like that. I don't even like taking Flonase. Not here with none. I knew before we see. You better be used to doing this every once in a while because you getting a bump off of this dude just so you can get an interview is crazy. Say grandma's a brown looker. Not him sitting there with the teal paisley on. Not you looking through his stuff. Not you trying to steal his music. No, he didn't lock the drawer, did he? Nah, not the music company was the thief all along. They were really. He said, just woke up black and learned how to play. I wish I would have got that gene. I can't help but wonder though, because this is Don Cheadle in like peak Avengers shape. I maybe wouldn't have gone with the wife beater. because I don't know that Miles Davis would have ever been that muscular. I mean, he's thin guy, but still. Mm. Either you keep innovating or it dies, right? I still can't get over the fact that this is Ewan McGregor. He looks like him, but doesn't look like him. It's mind boggling. Obi-Wan Kenobi boxing with Rhodey. He cussing at everybody. He said, "Let's be musical." Commercial, the point where music is being made, but we still don't have what is happening with him and Francis. We still don't have the missing music. It's a lot going on. Now, I saw that Esperanza Spalding is supposed to be in here somewhere. And that's my girl. So definitely can't wait to see when she pops up in the movie. Oh my gosh, these commercials are the same as the ones from the last break. And so they are not helping. Ah, she finally called back. Oh, she's over in London. He trying to call her like she's supposed to be up. Now he pulling the let's get married card. He said, let's get married. Not you asking her to like take a day off of her job when she's supposed to perform. Oh, she's in Italy? Not not he talking about getting married and he got Hoochie Mamas in the bed and pictures. Oh no. You got Hoochie Mamas in the bed. You got a chocolate princess right there. Oh man. Mm. in the in the words of Rick James, cocaine is a hell of a drug. What happened to his leg? Look at them furs. I know he can't be playing Miles's music. Oh, say it ain't so. Well, that's crazy. Oh, he's playing only for her. That would be sweet if he ain't had them hoochie mamas in the bed. That done ticked me off. Sitting there with hoochie mamas in the bed. And you got a real life black ballerina that you were married to. Mm-mm-mm. You ain't just say I got my wife in here. See, and where your boys at? See, this why you shouldn't have been out there with that woman. Now they got my boy bleeding in the head. Oh, see, they trying to have my blood pressure high. I can't. The man told him to stop loitering outside the place where he was performing. How do you loiter outside of the place where you are performing? While you were performing there, you basically own the joint. They're making their money off of you. I can't. That is wild. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Not you asking this woman to give up her job. Oh, she was in West Side Story. Let me go back and watch again. We found out she was standing next to Rita. She looked at this man like, oh, he definitely played some of his music. He gave him that look, that bebop look like, hey yo, you ain't slick. See why he running? Why he running? Give me this gun for her. What am I supposed to do? Now he told the musicians to stay like they dogs. Like he was using, like he was using the gauntlet. Talking about some stay. Whoa, that doesn't even sound like Lakeith's voice. Come on, Obi-Wan. Come on, Obi-Wan. That's right. Miles taught you how to box a little bit. Come on, bro. Obi-Wan Kenobi. Not you let little tiny Lakeith Stanfield. This is hilarious. Oh, that's right. Is it Yara Shahidi and Tracy Ellis Ross? Okay. Resuming the mother-daughter connection. Mm. He said, "You gonna get my record back." I know that. Oh my gosh. Okay, now I know where I know her from. She is from the Hulu series Reasonable Doubt. It's also part of like the Onyx Collective. I was gonna cover that, but that show is HBO worthy, Skinamax old school worthy. Like I was like, oh my, I wasn't ready. It's definitely an after hours watch. I know that's right. You better tell that woman that she is this. I know that's right. Tear up everything in the house. Oh, she feisty. Now the real question is, who really caused the fight? Was it her or Arthur? Oh no, he didn't slap her. Oh no, he ain't put hands on her. Oh no, y'all not gonna sit downstairs and hear all that. Oh, I know, girl. I'm so sorry. Not you stop dancing for that man. Oh, he messed up her whole career. She wasn't in West Side Story. She was in the Broadway West Side Story, and then he said she couldn't be in the movie. Oh, not he killed her career, and she had to become a restaurant hostess. I hope you gave that woman. You owe that woman some money, some something. Now he's trying to ask for forgiveness with jewelry. Not the music industry really being the grimy place that we all think it is. He ain't think he was gonna shoot at him. Man, you got car chases and everything else in this movie. Was he really shot? Oh no. Not you trying to kill Miles Davis for a tape. He gonna get that. He gonna get that record back. Okay. Not trying to kill their own artist. That's wild. Oh, hip disorder. That's crazy. So that explains the limp. Mm. And when they do somebody vomited in a movie. This is wild. Now, I can't for the life of me think that any of this is based on a real situation. But I do love the transitions in this and how fast paced it is. I definitely think that they could have promoted this with some of those chase sequences a little bit better. I really want to know what the budget was. I really want to know what the budget was. Oh, snap. He had to crowdfund. It was an $8.5 million budget. He had to crowdfund it, and he had to spend his Marvel money. And Kevin Hart gave them money. That's all right. I don't even be liking Kevin Hart like that, but that might make me almost kind of like Kevin Hart a little bit. Wait. I can't even talk. But in the background, it looked like Bokeem Woodbine or Wood Harris. Mm, he was losing it for real. She probably like, let you run after him and let me go. I don't need to be a part of none of it. Dang, girl. Oh, yes. That was a good punch. I know you're not about to let him shoot your hero. Come on, Lakeith. Oh, snap. He got shot for real. Oh, he was fake playing for real, had the veins popping out and everything. Mm. Everybody take you home. You need a hospital. You bleeding, bro. You don't love her. He like, you done sent me on this wild goose chase to get this music back, and then you're not even gonna do anything more with it. Man, to be able to hear music like that and just know what it is, that's amazing. You better believe it. Are you coming back? You better believe it. Okay, well, he trying to be cool with the muscle shirts and stuff. I guess I just only ever seen Miles Davis with the suits on. I guess he was trying to be cool. Okay. Okay, I guess he did have the arms out. Okay. Then got a little funky this time. Okay, okay, Herbie Hancock. I see you. Listen, I was floored. Okay, this was amazing to see the process. Great movie. Um, this is the only full length movie directed by Don Cheadle. Excellent directorial debut, as it were. Like the art style of it, the choices. I mean, definitely the choice to not make this a traditional biopic that's just like, this is the character growing up as a kid, this is what influenced, but just to be like, I'm just going to tell you about this turbulent time in this man's life and how he fell in love with this woman and she was his muse and things went bad and how he had to kind of like find himself again. I will most definitely be getting some of his albums to add to my collection. Um, and I love the idea that for this live band portion of the movie, that they got people who have worked with him in the past. That's what, yes, Herbie Hancock. And I'm like, Herbie Hancock. There's a name I know. I know a little bit about Herbie, got a little bit of Robert Clasper on the keys as well. But to have these people who worked with him in this scene as well, Gary Clark, Wayne Shorter, like that's like really smart and nice to have that little added touch of having people who actually had a chance to work with them in the final scene to recreate that moment. Now, I do know that Don Cheadle is not actually playing, but he's miming. Um, and you know, quite literally, I mean, you can't get that skilled to mimic a Miles Davis just for the sake of a movie. You can get people who have singing experience, things like that. Jamie Foxx with Ray knows how to play the piano. Um, so unfortunately, like there's not that added element of reality in it, but very well done. This is making me want to hit a jazz club. May 26, 1926. Oh, nice. Nice. They didn't put the year he died. That was nice because the music still lives on, right? It goes back to what they said at the beginning, right? That his music is in a time capsule and it has exceeded. Lovely. I love that. I think this was an absolutely fantastic watch for Juneteenth. Um, Not family friendly, probably. You might not want to watch this with the kids around. But if you're looking for something late night and you missed the live stream and you want to watch something like this for Juneteenth, definitely, and it's Black Music Month. Don did great job giving the full Miles experience. The only things didn't do was walk or the stage if people appeared not to listen. Yeah, he did a great job of embodying Miles Davis. And like I said, I do think it's smart because you could do a traditional movie and it just kind of try to capture the breadth of a person's life, but it is really hard to do that. That's why I think some of the best music biopics are miniseries because they can do more with it. The New Edition story, Jackson's The American Dream, because it's hard to capture a person's full life and feel like you've done it justice, unless you're talking about someone who unfortunately had a short lifespan, like a Richie Valens or Selena. Then you can do a movie and get kind of their whole life because unfortunately they weren't with us for long. Miles Davis was with us for a long time, but he was the greatest who did it. And I'm definitely going to be playing some Miles Davis for the family this Juneteenth. This is the second time in the last 6 months that we watched a movie that was directed by an actor appearing in the film that was very well done. This was better than the Forrest Whitaker and Anthony Mackie movie Redemption. But it always makes me wonder when you have someone who is a big star like a Don Cheadle and he does a movie like this, which obviously was just a passion project on an $8.5 million budget. He had to crowdfund for it. He had to get Kevin Hart and use some of his Marvel money to fund this movie. It really makes you, and it was so well done. It was so well done. 74% rating on Rotten Tomatoes. It really makes you wonder what, especially because we get movies that are directed by the same people again and again and again, and certainly deservedly. But it makes you wonder why these people don't get the opportunity to direct more often. This makes me want to see what Don Cheadle would bring if he directed more, especially as he gets a little older. You said start with the Kind of Blue album, go to Birth of the Cool. All right, I'll be writing that down. Thank you so much for letting me know about that, Critical Thinker. I appreciate it. Most definitely. This was, let me stop because the movie's done and over with. This was a really great watch on this Juneteenth celebration to spend it with the legacy of Miles Davis. I was very impressed. I did not know what, because I know, like I said, I don't know how I missed that movie. So I had no clue about it when I kind of stumbled upon it and was looking for something based around a real person's life that could be available for free. And that was really the only criteria I had for it. But that being said, it really makes me wish that I had heard about it in 2015 when it first came out, so I could have shown it some love in the theaters. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me for the live watching of this. And hopefully if you missed the live watching, you can catch it on the replay. Next week, we are back to the horror movie genre with The Resort. We're kind of going on this spectrum of summer. So we did Graduation Day, Sleepaway Camp. We got to end June off with our own vacation. But yeah, I still have taking recommendations for July. You said perhaps the Louis Armstrong biopic next. All right, I think that'd be great for July, a great July watch. Let's see if I can find the name of it. There's the documentary Black and Blues. So that might be the one that you're thinking of. That one came out in 2022. Let's see if there's another one. There are several musicals. Okay. Trying to see if I can find it. I think it might be Black and Blues, but I'm gonna write that down because I definitely think that would be a great one for July. All right. Yeah, I do know a little bit about Louis. I think I don't know why, but I think I did a project about Louis Armstrong in 5th grade. Vague memory, but I think I did him for Black History Month in 5th grade. I think I was like 9 or 10 years old, and I picked him. And so I learned a little bit back then. So it'd be good to like dust some of that off, some of that knowledge off, and watch a movie based around him. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for joining me for this Juneteenth celebration. Watching Miles Ahead. Definitely show it some love. Like I said, it's available on Tubi right now. Don Cheadle really did his big one with that. And Ewan McGregor. I mean, I was so like, he just is a chameleon. Okay. So we had Rhodey and Obi-Wan Kenobi together to give us a little bit of history around Miles Davis. It doesn't get much better than that. All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you guys for joining me. And if you're checking this out on the replay, thank you so much for supporting the channel. And I will see you guys next week. Toodles.